Good morning, everyone, and welcome to What's New Wednesday. How are you today? Oh my goodness, it looks a little different around here, right? It's feeling a little bit like Christmas. I'll tell you why that is here in a minute. But first, I want to give a shout out. Let's try that again. I want to give a shout out to Donna from Connecticut, Stella from Texas, Yvette from West Chicago, Illinois, Mike and Diana from Washington, Deidre from North Carolina, Kim Kloss from Maryland, and Barb, my friend. Hello, hello. Who else do we have here? Dee from New Hampshire, Chris Spencer, hello. Oh my gosh, she says, yeah, excited to see all the new themes. There's quite a bit today. I can't wait to show you. Hi, Chris. Chris Hill, I'm going to be talking about you today. Heads up. Hi, Sue Gallivan from Illinois and Mindy from Arizona, Lisa from California. Oh, and the list goes on. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh, it's good to be back. I want to give a shout out to my new friends in Arizona. I was gone last week, as many of you know. I was teaching at an event in Arizona, which I don't do very often, but had a chance to do that this last week and met so many wonderful people that are probably watching this right now. Big shout out to you guys. I absolutely loved meeting you. That is a real thrill for me. You know, I get to meet a whole lot of shop owners, which is awesome. I see them at trade shows and various Kimberbell type of events. But to actually meet the end consumer that's making these projects is quite a thrill. So shout out to you guys. I also want to thank Ryan, the Kimber fella, also my husband, for filling in for me last week while I was gone. He did a good job, didn't he? He always gets so nervous. I think that's his maybe second time filling in for me. And he gets real nervous and then he just kills it. So really great job. Susie, we're going to be talking about that cowboy pillow here in just a few minutes. So super excited to share with you all things new. As you can see, I am actually not in my sewing studio. Rather, I am at Kimberbell headquarters where we film a lot of our tutorials. And today you do happen to see Christmas in the background. Why? Well, because I'm pre-recording some tutorials for Cuppa Cheer. How many of you are working on your Cuppa Cheer right now? How many of you are just looking at the beautiful box? Going, oh, that's lovely sitting there on my table, right? Open it up because we're about to have a whole lot of fun, my friends, with Cuppa Cheer. You're going to have so much fun with it. It's one of those quilts that when you first look at it, there's no doubt in my mind, when you first look at it, you think, oh my gosh, could I ever do that? That seems overwhelming. Tracy says she's almost done with 2 of them. Yeah. So, it can be done. And as I got going with these, preparing for these tutorials that I'm filming all day today, literally all day today, I realized, you know what? This goes by a lot faster than anyone would think. Yeah, Chris says the quilt is super easy, easier than she thought. I agree with you, Chris. It's so much fun. And if you will just take it one block at a time, you're going to have it done in no time. And heaven knows we have plenty of time, right? Plenty of time before it has to be up for December, right? So if you're wondering what I'm talking about, well, let's take a quick little look at Cuppa Cheer. Wow. You guys are, you're killing it with the number of quilts you're working on right now. Some people doing 2, 3, 4, 5. There's even a gal here at Kimberbell that is making 8 of them. Crazy cool. Crazy cool. Anyway, but it is easier than you think. And so I want to be someone that can help you through making Cuppa Cheer, but also your local quilt shops, your favorite quilt shops online. So many of them are doing classes and tutorials, and so watch for those because everyone is willing to jump in and help one another. If you have not joined the Kimberbellas and Fellas Facebook page, that's another great page to find to ask questions and help each other out on all things Kimberbell. So before I forget though, I wanted to mention that there are just a few days left in July where you can get the bundle of background quilting designs at a 20% discount. So if you have not gotten that bundle yet and you want to do, it's of course optional, but if you want to do your background quilting all on your embroidery machine, so when you're done, you're done. You don't have to then quilt it afterwards. You can find that bundle at kimberbell.com. Just click on products and then go to background quilting. Once you're on background quilting, there is a tab that says maybe search by project or by project, and then you will find all the files that we used for the Cuppa Cheer quilt. It matches with the fabric and the appliques, and it's just too cute. Again, 20% off now between, it ends July 31st. So be sure to download those and save yourself a little bit of money there. All right, so today we have some fun stuff to talk about. Oh, when are the tutorials going to be shown from Kimberbell? We're looking at the second week of August. Like I said, I'm filming all day today, and I'm doing it a little bit different than what we've done tutorials in the past. Usually we do the lunch hour sew-alongs, and we're still going to continue that with many of our projects. But this project in particular, I was like, you know what? I think what might be better is to film it in short segments. And so you just have to watch, like if you're working on, you're wanting to learn how to make fringe, for example, then the only tutorial you watch would be the video that's how to make fringe. And then I use the snowman block to showcase how to make fringe. So there's going to be like a whole library of tutorials that you can, find at any time when you're ready to do a particular technique. And what's cool about this way of doing things is that, as you know, many of the techniques we use at Kimberbell cross the span of all kinds of Kimberbell projects. So if you're looking to know how to do fringe for a future project, you could also look at that earlier tutorial from Cuppa Cheer. So anyway, all the details will be coming very soon, including the whole list of what the techniques are and what blocks I'm featuring. And I believe those will be available the second week of August. Okay, so find out more about that here very soon. Okay, we have lots to talk about. We've got Cuddlebuddies, which I know many of you have started to see posts on Facebook about Cuddlebuddies. So we'll be talking about that. And then Merry Christmas, y'all. Merry Christmas, y'all is coming next week. So I want to talk for a few minutes about that as well. All right, but first, let's do show and tell with Kimberbell, shall we? Let's take a look. All right, show and tell with Kimberbell. What do we have this week? Well, I thought it would be fun to showcase something that a lot of you are working on right now, but in particular, these projects that you're working on are using Kimberbell fabrics. Okay, so what I'm going to talk about real quick is perfectly pieced from our Me Time brand. If you're not familiar with Perfectly Piece, this is how to do quilt blocks on your home embroidery machine. And so this is a subscription that gets delivered right to your doorstep or your inbox. So you can decide between a digital subscription each month or a delivery in a box with fabrics and all kinds of really cool stuff. We're going to talk about a few more details on that. But first, I want to share with you what some of you guys are making with the Perfectly Piece subscription and Kimberbell fabrics. So we've got Donna here. She says, just received the new Me Time Perfectly Piece digitally a few days ago. So easy to put together. Love everything Kimberbell. I actually need a bigger house to store all my Kimberbell projects. That made me giggle. Donna, thanks. Here's a picture of the Perfectly Piece project. I used the new Cuppa Cheer fabric and quilted it with clear blue tiles. Isn't that awesome? So these are, again, our quilt blocks made in the hoop. These people here did some pillows, but we show you how to do table runners and wall hangings and bedspreads and you name it. Okay, so right here we have, is it Patricia? She says, made my Perfectly Piece pillow from 8-inch blocks and then added the center applique. I followed the instructions for the hidden zipper and it came out correct. Now to make the table runner. So yeah, as part of that subscription, we give you all kinds of other tutorials for finishing things like with a zipper, quilting it, making it into table runners and other projects. Really fun. But I loved that she took, these are not Kimberbell fabrics, but she took a Kimberbell design. And once she pieced all this together on her embroidery machine, she put the, let's see, that came from, I think Kimberbell's, I think it's called a Kimberbell spring, if I'm not, if I'm thinking right. But anyway, a Kimberbell spring, it has the water pitcher with the flowers. I thought that was a great way to use that design. So thank you. All right. Denise, she says, I did the Me Time Delivered project out of the Kimberbell red, white, and bloom fabrics. I like how it turned out. I sure do too, Denise. I think it looks good with my July 4th pillows. Now I need a bigger pinch. Yeah, that is darling. I want you to see a closer look at all of these pieces. And what's fun is that once you piece these blocks in the hoop, not only do you get perfect points, boy, here it is with her other Kimberbell pillows. Not only are you getting perfect points, but you also have such an endless way of tumbling these blocks. So take a look how she's tumbled them. Would you believe that all three of these projects that I just showed you use the same block, but it's, where you put your fabrics, it's how you tumble it, and look at the background quilting that comes with your Perfectly Piece subscription. It just lines up so nicely. It's gorgeous. It's custom to that project. Gotta love it. And then my friend Chris out there, look what she did. She says, if you haven't checked out Perfectly Piece yet, I highly suggest it. I'm not a quilter and have been wanting to make a new bedspread for my bed. 256 squares later, all done in the hoop. I have a new bed, decorative pillows, and it worked up so quick and easy. If you've not checked it out, go over to Me Time and check it out. Oh my goodness, that Chris, like everyone in the office was blown away by your images here. Here's a closer look. Yeah, as you can see, she not only did the bedspread, she did coordinating pillows, and then she took some Kimberbell designs and made additional, like an additional blocked pillow there, all with Kimberbell. I can see one of those blocks is the Just Hanging with My Buds, and that comes from Kimberbell Bench Buddies. The next block over with the vases of flowers came from the Bella box. What do we call that? The French Market. That's what it was. The French Market. So Chris, I just love how this turned out. And as you can see, the embroidery is done in the hoop on her machine. And even 256 blocks later, she's saying it was fast, it was easy, it was fun, and you need to check it out. So if you are new to what is me time, what is perfectly pieced, well, let me show you a little video on perfectly pieced here. And then I'm going to show you what I worked on just a couple of weekends ago and how you can get involved too. Let's take a look. Okay, so if you are a quilter or even a wannabe quilter, you've always wanted to quilt something, but it scares you to do these blocks, trying to get the perfect quarter inch, trying to get your blocks to perfectly match up, your corners just right, your points just right, you may be interested in checking out metimedelivered.com. metimedelivered.com. This is a different brand under the Kimberbell umbrella. Okay. So, this is a monthly box that, again, like I said, if you have lots of fabric stash and you're like, I got plenty of fabrics at home, I just want the digital subscription, you can do that and subscribe digitally. If you're like, what, I love to see what kinds of fabrics the Me Time team is going to curate and put together, then you could subscribe to the doorstep version of it. The good news too is that whether you subscribe to the digital version or the doorstep version, you always have a choice. You always have a choice to skip that month. You're not tied into anything. You can skip and you can choose just the month that you want coming up. You can also switch from, maybe one month you do like the fabrics that Kimberbell has curated for you. You could certainly do that and get the doorstep version. But if one month you're like, I'm not sure those fabrics are speaking to me, you can then go back to digital. So they make it really, really simple. I have to show you, I'm not personally involved with the making of Me Time and the perfectly pieced subscription. So all these things are really new to me too. Yes, it's a Kimberbell brand, but my whole focus is on the Kimberbell product brand. The other brand, which is Me Time, which, by the way, Me Time stands for Machine Embroidery Time. See what we did there? Is something that is a different unit of Kimberbell. So when this first box came out just this last month, I was so excited, just like all of you. I'm like, I can't wait to make it myself. So I have to show you some of the blocks. I do have a stash going on, and whether you believe it or not, I do use fabrics that are not always Kimberbell. Shh. It's our little secret. Yes, I use a lot of Kimberbell fabric, trust me. But sometimes, I switch it up. And look at these fabrics I used to make these little 4-inch blocks. But look at the background quilting on that. Do you see how everything just lines up so beautifully? And so when I go to put these blocks together, the reason why I haven't put these together yet is because there's too many ideas. There's too many things that I'm like, oh, I want to tumble it this way or that way. So when I get done, I promise I'll post a picture, but I just get as excited and giddy as all of you making these perfectly pieced quilt blocks. Look at that quilting, my friends. Look at that quilting. So not only do you get the background quilting for the specific block that is that month, but you also get a clear blue tiles type of quilting as well that you can use for your projects. So anyway, lots of fun stuff, lots more information. Go to meantimedeliver.com to check it all out. You can make these in 2-inch, 4-inch, 6-inch, and 8-inch blocks. I chose the 4-inch because I'm really excited about how I want to tumble these little blocks together. Cannot wait to see how it comes out. So, like I said, I will show that to you when it's done. Yeah. Any questions on that before I move on? Janine says, where can we get more of the fabric if we want to make a quilt? Yeah, Janine, these fabrics have been specially curated from a variety of lines. Some of it's Kimberbell, some of it's, Moda, Riley Blake, you name it. Robert Kaufman. I'm just trying to think off the top of my head. Art Gallery fabrics. They've all been curated. So quilt shops may have these as well, but the Me Time store will open here very soon. And if there are any leftover bundles of fabric, you'll find them as well there. I know someone who said, oh, I think, let's see, who was it? Someone recently said that she was actually she's going to buy just a whole bunch of fabric, and every month that a new block came out, she was going to now take those fabrics and make that particular block. But then by the end of the year, she was going to make an entire sampler quilt with all of them. So that's pretty cool. Okay, let's see. Do you have to subscribe every month, or is it ongoing until you cancel? No, it's ongoing until you cancel. So you subscribe, but then if that month doesn't speak to you, and you will always know before they're sent out what they look like too. So just know, like, you're not locked into anything, but you don't have to resubscribe every month. So anyway, all the questions, details, everything can be answered over at Me Time Delivered. You can also join 2 different Facebook groups about Me Time. There's the Me Time Facebook page that's just like your regular Facebook page for Me Time, and then there is a community page that is a private page. But check both of those out, and you can see everything that people are doing. It is so inspiring, let me tell you. And I just showed you a few blocks that used Kimberbell fabrics, but wait till you see what people are making with these blocks. It's pretty incredible. So check it out at one of those 2 pages on Facebook. All right, moving right along. Let's see. I talked about the so long for Cuppa Cheer. It's not really a so long. It's more like a list of tutorials, and you'll be able to use those tutorials to use them as you see fit. So if it applies to you, you click on that specific tutorial and it will show you how to make that block and do that particular technique. Joanne, that was you. She said she bought a Riley Blake fat quarter bundle. And then she's going to do that each month. She's going to change up the fabrics and make a sampler quilt in the end. I knew it was someone I knew. All right, awesome. Okay, so let's talk real quick about Merry Christmas, Y'all. The Merry Christmas, Y'all pillow. This is going to be available next week. And so I will show you the actual pillow next week. But in the meantime, here are a few images. Let's see. Maybe not. Oh, here we go. There we go. Merry Christmas, y'all, and to y'all, a good night. How many of you are loving Cowboy Santa? Wait till next week when I can show you, oh my gosh, the reality of how cute this 18 by 18 inch pillow is. With a flange, it becomes a 22 by 22 inch pillow. And this is based on This is based on a quilt that we did back in, my guess would be 2013, maybe 2014. Yeah, everyone's like, I love Cowboy Santa. Love him. Yeah, I know him, right? This was a wall hanging. The original sewing version was a wall hanging. And as you know, we've taken those old versions of Kimberbell quilt and we've kind of shrunk them down a little bit to make it possible to do in your embroidery machine and make some really fun pillows. So next week it's going to be available. I'm going to show you on What's New Wednesday how cute it is in person. And you guys, the pictures don't do it justice. How many times do we hear that? The pictures don't do it justice. Wait till you see like the actual rope that is around it. It's an actual rope that's dimensional. You also have like a minky beard for Santa's beard. There's so many. Oh, his little scarf is dimensional as well. It's a cute one, guys, and it's going to be available, including background quilting, next week. So check out What's New Wednesday next week. I can't wait to share it with you so that you can see all the up close fun details. And then how about a sew along, right? So screenshot this that I'm about to show you. Take out your camera. Give us a quick screenshot. I am going to do a lunch hour sew along. This will be live August 22nd, 24th, and 26th, right here on the Kimberbell Facebook page. You'll also find it on the Kimberbell YouTube channel. It's going to be at noon. That's why we call them lunch hour sew-alongs, Mountain Time. So check that out. Cannot wait to sew with y'all. Or as they say in the South, right? Am I right on this, my friends? All y'all. I'm learning my lingo here. Can't wait to sew with all y'all. Anyway, it's a fun one, and we're going to have fun together making it. Cowboy Santa. All right, what else do we have to share with you? How about Cuddle Buddies? Are you ready? Okay, let me just show you. Do you remember this little guy? Remember this little guy? This is the Kimberbell, right? Oh, isn't he so cute? You just want to squeeze him. You want to make a gazillion of them. Some of you have. For good causes, right? This is the Kimberbell that can be done with a sewing machine or an embroidery machine. It has our signature little heart there on his chest. And he's made with Shannon Cuddle fabric. And he's just is perfect for cuddling. He's nice and floppy. He's got our signature little eyes that are little like this, because that's kind of our signature look at Kimberbell with these cute little characters, is the little offset eyes. And if you loved the Kimberbell, tell us in the comments, did you love the Kimberbell? This Kimberbell was done, gosh, a couple years ago now. I'm going to show you here a video in just a minute. But it was done a few years ago, and it was a way to give back to the community, to give back, to provide something for you guys that was a free download, to make these and give them to people, to children in need, to give them, they could be the children in your own homes. We don't, it's all good. It's for children, right? But our goal was to have people make these for police stations, for fire stations, for centers that, help with foster youth, any kind of situation, hospitals where children were in some kind of crisis. We wanted these bears to be delivered. So that started the Kimberbell. Okay, you can actually still find the download at kimberbell.com for free for the machine embroidery version or the sewing version of the Kimberbell. But wait. How about his friend Felix the fox? Are you kidding me? Look at him and look at his tail. Can you believe that this is done all on your embroidery machine? It can also be done on your sewing machine as well. Okay, there's his cute little fox tail. Felix the fox. Little signature Kimberbell heart, his cute little offset eyes. And he is just as sweet as can be. Do you want to see what we've got going on with Shannon Fabrics? Oh my gosh, you guys. Shannon Fabrics, if you're not aware, is the company that makes Cuddle fabric. There he is, the little Kimber Bear. But now they've created kits so that you too can make a Kimber Bear and a matching blanket. But wait, do you see what's going on with that fabric right there? On that fabric, they've created new Cuddle fabric based on the Kimber Bear and the Kimber Fox. I'm going to show you that here in a minute. That coordinates, and now you can make both a coordinating blanket and little bear set together with even an applique of the little bear. How cute is he? Okay, we're going to talk about that here in a minute. This is what you might call a girlish version because it's in pink. Okay. But again, look at that Cuddle fabric. If you know Cuddle's nice and soft and you just want to nuzzle your cheek right next to it, right? But they've also done a version with blue. Oh my gosh. And look how, it's just precious, right? But now we have Felix the Fox. Felix the Fox! You know, Felix the Fox was named after a very special boy who is the son of one of our employees here at Kimberbell, and he loves foxes. And so it just, like, when I say love, he loves foxes. So does his mom. And so when it came time to naming him, we're like, it's got to be Felix the Fox. But check out the fabric that goes with this blanket. Oh my gosh, you guys. When this fabric came back, like, I wanted to cry. I'm not kidding. Because we made sure they did the little offset eyes. It feels kind of has like a watercolor feel to the fabric. I'm going to show you up close here in just a minute. But it just could not be cuter. It's got the little heart on his chest. And now you can make these as giftable sets, a blanket and a cuddle buddy together. Let's take a look at a few other images. So you can see it's a pretty good sized little quilt there for a child. Oh my goodness. So fun. Looky there. Oh, there's our Carmen with her grandson. Carmen works at Kimberbell too. Oh my gosh. Our little Felix the Fox. One of our other employees' daughters. They don't realize when they come to work for Kimberbell that they're actually signing up to be models as well. The little applique bear. Oh my gosh. Okay. Could it not get any cuter? Honestly, I just am so excited about this collaboration with Shannon Fabrics. So here's what you're going to be looking for at a quilt shop near you or your favorite quilt shop online. They come now in these boxed kits. Okay, so you can make the Cuddle Buddies right here. You get everything you need for the blanket and the fox, and that is a sewing version. Okay, so when you buy the Cuddle Buddies box, and it is hefty, my friends. Kimberbell Cuddle Buddies, you're going to get a kit that has all the different soft cuddle fabrics in there, and the soft cuddle little fox fabric there, and everything you need, including the sewing instructions. Okay, so for my machine embroidery friends out there who are like, I'm not going to sew. Okay, we have a machine embroidery version of the fox and the applique as well. The applique meaning the applique that is at the bottom of the quilt. And you can find that is a separate purchase, but you can find it for only $10 to do the little animal at kimberbell.com. Go to kimberbell.com, click on products, and then click on digital downloads, and there you will find the in the hoop version of how to make the fox and the bear and the appliques. Okay, if you buy a fabric kit, you'll have enough fabric to do it the embroidery version as well. So I'm gonna, you know what? I'm gonna open this up because you got to see the fabrics. Sorry, Shannon Fabrics. I'm opening this up here. I am so excited. Again, here he is. Oh. He's going to make some little guest appearances throughout the show today. All right. Oh. Okay. I know that there's been a lot of buzz about this, and I couldn't be more excited myself. You guys, I don't even have babies anymore. I don't even have small children. I don't even have grandchildren yet. Shout out to my daughter to say, hey, anytime now. But I still want to make these and just have them on hand for baby shower gifts, or one day when I am a grandma, right? Or give it to a child that would love and appreciate it, right? So look at these fabrics. Okay. Oh my goodness. Here we go. Look at those fabrics. Woo! Have you ever worked with Shannon's Cuddle fabric before? It's amazing, okay? It's amazing. But now, look at this lusciousness. And look at the little fox with the heart, with the offset eyes. Let me find my little fox here. Okay. Whoop. Oh my gosh. So cute. So stinking cute. All right. Now, we've got that one. But look at the bear box. And the bear actually comes with 2 different colors of Cuddle. You can either use the navy or the soft pink. Okay. But look, I won't open this one up. We'll keep this one intact. But look at him. Look at him. Oh my gosh. He matches his fabric. So where are you going to find these? You're going to find them at quilt shops. They are being sold through quilt shops. Okay. So if your quilt shop, we've sent out announcements to quilt shops. If they don't know, if you ask them about it and they don't know about it yet, tell them it's through Shannon Fabrics. They don't purchase it from Kimberbell. This is a Shannon Fabrics product. We just created the designs to work with the little guys, okay, and also the appliques. So you're going to be able to, just to reiterate, sewing version only are in these boxes. You'll get printed instructions for the sewing version of the bear and the blanket. You'll get sewing instructions for that. But if you go to kimberbell.com and you want to do it on your embroidery machine instead, you can find it as a download. And of course, so many cool shops out there also have affiliate links. So please use a shop's affiliate link if you're going to purchase any downloads at Kimberbell. They would certainly appreciate that. Okay, so check that out. So excited about it. Just as a way to share with you a little bit more about how this all started. This is started with the Kimberbell, and I want to also emphasize that the Kimberbell instructions, both sewing or machine embroidery, found at kimberbell.com, will always be free. Okay, this is our gift to the community out there to say we want you to make these for the little ones in our lives, right? So that still remains free, even though there's a box kit now. But if you want to make the coordinating blanket and have enough fabric to make the little bear itself too, find a quilt shop that is selling these box kits. Oh my gosh, so excited about this. Okay, now the fox is $10, real minimal. Okay, so check him out. There's really good instruction with how to make this fox with his cute little tail. Okay, so anyway, there you go. Let's go ahead and take a look at a video I have here of what we made a couple years ago when the Kimberbell first came out. So you get the idea of the why behind this and how you can truly make a difference in children's lives by making the Kimberbell project.
When my daughter Sid was going through treatment, this kind of thing was so important. Childhood cancer is a life-changing diagnosis. It's scary and especially lonely for a kid. You have no idea how many children spend an entire school year in a hospital instead of a classroom with their friends until it happens to you.
Our mission is to uplift struggling families and foster youth by providing necessary items that no child should have to go without. Little Lambs assembles comfort kits to distribute to DCFS offices and other partnering agencies for children who are transitioning into foster care and emergency shelters. We love homemade items. Pillowcases, quilts, blankets, and charity bears are just perfect additions to our comfort kits. Children are just going to love the Kimberbear.
Children leave home and take nothing personal with them. We can't imagine their fears. Every child that comes through the shelter receives a warm bed, food, clothing, their own blanket, therapy, and 24/7 love and care. Often the road to healing begins with the simple gift of a stuffed toy that they can call their own.
The gift of compassion seems inherent in our industry. What begins as a desire to create naturally develops into an eagerness to share what we have made. This is the true joy of creativity. Kimberbell Designs has partnered with Clover, Shannon Fabrics, and Fairfield to create the Kimber Bear for charitable giving. The Kimber Bear pattern is free for sewing and machine embroidery. We invite everyone to join us in making these bears for donation to children's hospitals, police departments, fire stations, child and family safe houses, or homeless shelters. While you may personally make any number of Kimber Bears for donation, we know serving together is twice blessed. If you are a shop owner, consider inviting customers to your classroom for a day of stitching. Quilt guilds and embroidery clubs could set a goal to finish a certain amount of bears for that local shelter. I can picture it now. Baskets of bears made in our sewing rooms will be loved by children who are sleeping in a hospital bed or have no bed at all. This is just the beginning of the Kimber Bear story. Right there, right? Life is good. We have it really, really good. And, if there's something that we can do to step outside of ourselves and think of, others, in particular children, right? Oh, children, they have our heart. Let's make them Kimber Bears. Let's do it, guys. Let's make them Kimber Bears. I know there's a lot of shops out there that actually pull together people to make these Kimber Bears and donate them to their local communities. It's just awesome. Awesome stuff. Okay. Let's do it. Again, the Kimber Bear is a free download at kimberbell.com for sewing or machine embroidery. The fox, Felix the fox, is just $10. Okay. So if you want to make this little guy, it is a download at kimberbell.com. And then if you want to make coordinating blankets with the bear or with the fox, you can find those at your favorite quilt shop. Now, again, if they don't know about it, tell them to contact Shannon Fabrics. We've tried to get the word out through our emails and through our efforts to reach quilt shops to let them know. But if they still haven't found out about it for whatever reason, have them contact Shannon Fabrics to bring this in. So exciting. We're thrilled about this partnership and can't wait to see what you make with Felix the Fox and the Kimber Bear as well. All right, let's take just one more look here. An up close image. Well, here we go. Oh, he is just too cute. Too cute. Yeah, we had a lot of fun putting him together. All right, so if you want to win, here's a couple ways you can win. You can actually win a boxed kit, okay? But you need to go to a different post found at Kimberbell's Facebook page. If you go down, let's see, below this video on the main page at Kimberbell, there is some images of Felix the Fox and the Kimber Bear. They are there, and there is a blog post being talked about on there that Jenny wrote, which is awesome. As you know, Jenny writes amazing blog posts. Click on that link. Again, it's right below this video. I think they posted it yesterday, and there you can find out how you could win a boxed set. This is from a gift from Shannon Fabrics and Kimberbell, and 2 people are going to win that. But I want 3 people out there to win the embroidery version download of the Kimber Fox. So all you need to do is just post here on this Facebook page or on our YouTube channel and just say, hey, I would love, hey, hi, ho, I would love to make the Kimber bear for someone. And tell us who. It could be granddaughter, child, neighbor, whatever. Police station. Or I would love to make the not the Kimber Fox. I want to call it the Kimber Fox. It's the Felix the Fox. For whoever. Just tell us who you want to make it for. And 3 people will win the digital download for the machine embroidery version of the Kimber Fox. You have from now until tomorrow night to make a post, or to make a comment. And we will choose those 3 winners on Friday morning. And those, as always, will be posted on our main Facebook page. All right. Okay. Well, there you have it, you guys. That's it for this week's version of What's New Wednesday. Anything I can help answer? Oh my goodness, there's so many sweet comments coming in. Yeah, lots of new grandmas out there. Yay, can't wait for that. Yeah, niece's children that are going through some very difficult times. You want to make them for? Absolutely, that just warms my heart, as it does for all of you, I'm sure. All right. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you learned something new with What's New Wednesday, what's coming out. Join me next Wednesday, same time, same place, as we talk more about Merry Christmas, y'all. I will see you next week. Bye-bye.